Welcome back, guys, to another full trade recap. I caught short positions today. As you can see, I did not catch that whole move, but I did catch a nice 1.5 risk to reward down to this full take profit point. I did not expect price to dump this much. It's been a minute because we did not take a trade since last Thursday. Today is actually Tuesday, the 16th of June. Let's jump into my analysis, why I was short-term bearish today, even though we're on a bull run back up to all-time highs. How did I manage to catch shorts? Why did I even take shorts in the first place? So let's jump into it. So coming into market open, I was more bearish, and I'll explain my exact reasoning and my exact scenario as to why. So there's two reasons here. Now we had this unfilled 4-hour fair value gap resting just below. So we had this unfilled 4-hour gap resting right here just below. So we had this bearish SMT at the top. If we look at ES here, you can see that we have not actually swept out this high on NQ. So we hadn't swept out this high on ES. Sorry, we had swept out this high on NQ. On top of this, look at ES right here. Super strong trend line liquidity resting on ES below. If we look at NQ, we also have this similar looking trend line liquidity resting below right here. Although we had already started to run this, but on ES, we had not started to run it whatsoever. So my draw was lower. On top of this, in terms of looking at what are we disrespecting versus what are we respecting, we'd inverse this hourly fair value gap. So this kind of cemented the fact to me that this SMT was a valid SMT and it could definitely distribute prices lower. So if we look at the 15-minute chart here, we'll look at the market open candle. Obviously, I'm looking for a delivery from a key level. So for me, I'm wanting price to retrace into this 30-minute fair value gap and then distribute lower towards our draws lower so I can catch the move. As you can see, unfortunately, this first 15-minute candle printed very bearishly, which actually ran out all of this resting trendline liquidity just below. So all of this was ran now. But if you look on ES, we still had all of this liquidity resting below on ES. ES had just swept this hourly intermediate term high. And this is very important. I used ES quite a lot today. So we were inside of this hourly fair value gap. Now, what does this put in here on the 15-minute time frame? This is where you would expect this wick to hold, right? This is almost a rejection wick, and it's basically just a protected high. It's a high here that swept out another high resting inside of a high time frame gap. So it's a strong, high resistant high. You would not expect price to trade back over this high if we are truly bearish and we're going to run this trendline liquidity. So this was very strong confirmation for me. As you can see, prices ran down here after reacting from this high. We had, like I said, all these equal lows, all these stat lows. There is so much liquidity below this. You have to know this from screen time. If you see stacked trendline liquidity like this, it is a very strong draw. Do not fade this. 9 out of 10 times it will go against you. So back to NQ here. We got that initial reaction from this low, but we did not actually get anything super clean. You might think here, okay, so there's no super clean gaps to the left to look for shorts here. And I didn't like this 1 minute fair value gap here. The fair value gap was very small, and we're also very close to the high. I didn't have super strong conviction yet. As you can see though, ES had fully cemented the fact that we were protecting this high, right? We delivered off this high multiple times. We didn't actually go back to the high. So now I'm thinking, yeah, so this is my confirmed draw for the rest of the session. I want to see ES run this. So I'm going to look for short positions on NQ because I personally do not trade ES. So as you can see, like I said, I did not like this 1 minute because it was just simply too small. The same goes for this 1 minute here. So when I do not have a setup on the 1 minute time frame, and obviously there was no fair value gaps on the 2, 3, or 4, or 5 minute time frame, what do? I go down to the 30-second time frame. So I'm going to show you guys my executions right here. These are my executions, and this was also the 30-second time frame. So if you look right here, you can see this was a 30-second gap, much more obvious. And as you can see, I took the entry off of this candle close. So I'm going to show you guys the 1 minute time frame here. So we get a 1 minute close. Not there, so we hold the gap there, and then we get very strong momentum close here. Now, as you can see, I front ran this trade because I'm taking the entry off the 30-second. I do not need to wait for the 1 minute to inverse. So I took the trade around here where the trade actually inversed the 30-second. My stop loss went resting just around this high because this is the protected level, right? This is the protected high that's holding on ES, so the protected high should also hold on NASDAQ as well. I then targeted this level of sell side liquidity for my full take profit. Now, obviously my draw is a lot lower on ES, but I am just going for that obvious sell side liquidity close in proximity to give me my nice obvious 1.4R. I do not try to catch super high risk to reward trades. Obviously today is one of the few days where it would have worked. I could have obviously targeted this unfilled 4 hour, or I could have targeted even lower. But at the end of the day, we were at all-time highs. Price could have definitely continued up to all-time highs here. I was just seeing a retrace here due to everything I just spoke about and my reasoning for being bearish. So I had my stop loss at a really high resistant area, really protected area. So I was very, very confident in my stop loss placement. So as I said, I entered around here. My break even here was when we hit these equal lows on the 5-minute time frame. So this was my stop loss to break even point. And the reason for this is because we are actually going into this what would be classed as a rejection wick on the 5-minute time frame. Do you guys see how when we swept out this low right here, we put in this huge wick, which could act as a rejection wick? Obviously, I am bearish, so I'm not anticipating that this is going to hold as a rejection wick. But if we get to these equal lows, we should really just continue running this with really strong momentum. We shouldn't really stall here. So that's why I went to break even there. And also we're we're around 1 hour in profit as well. So that's why I went to break even on that trade. And as you can see, we chopped around a bit. We've got quite a bit of drawdown in this trade. If we play price through, you can see we went up there, chopped around a little bit, and eventually went to the equal lows just when I moved stocks to break even, and then boom, we hit full TP. So this was the exact trade I took, my exact executions. I will show you guys again. These are my exact executions that I took for this trade. Entered on this candle close right here, and exited here. And let me give you guys some free source here. I did not, you'll see this if you watch my Instagram live executions or my YouTube short live executions. I did not take full TP right here. What did I do? What actually happened here is price ripped through this with strong momentum. So what did I trailed my stop. So I was actually out of this trade around here. And look how much extra points this is. This is around an extra 10 points on this trade. Just because I'm not setting a limit order. Instead, I dragged my stop loss to where my TP is. And then I followed it with it as we continued pumping through it to just gain that extra 10 points profit. That can help you massively, and that will add up massively over time. Hopefully this video has been useful. If there's any questions from today's price action that have been left unanswered, do drop me a message on Discord. It'll be one of the top links in the description, or obviously drop a comment on this YouTube video and I'll get back to you guys as quickly as possible. So, as I said, make sure you're being patient on days like today. Wait for the obvious draws on liquidity to show themselves and wait for the market to truly show its hand. If you want to see more free educational content, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I'm actually running a giveaway at the moment for 3 Alpha Zero accounts inside my Discord. So like I say, get in there, go to the announcement section and enter the giveaway for 3 Alpha Futures Zero accounts. Super good accounts, one of the best firms in the industry. So get involved in that, and I will see all of you guys in the next video. Any questions, drop me a message, and see you all then.